So this is why I'm gonna leave my music on Spotify, because I'm very aware that right now that there's a large amount of artists who are migrating away from Spotify and saying that they're unethical, they treat artists badly, and that the main guy is investing a lot of his money into AI weaponry. All of which is true. I'm not here to argue any of that. Spotify have a monopoly over music streaming and have done for years. And monopolies, by their very nature, are ugly and exploitative. So yeah, I'm not here to argue all that. Like, he is really, really a bad person. But I just feel like if you're an emerging artist like me, so say you have under 10,000 monthly listeners, Spotify is your best platform for getting your music out there and for growing your profile. And it just seems counterproductive to me anyway, for an artist at the same stage in a career that I am, to start moving away from it and looking for. I mean, if you want to diversify your portfolio and start focusing on YouTube, Bandcamp, that's great. But I don't think taking your music off Spotify when you're at a stage in your career when you're emerging is the correct course of action to do. Especially because I'm in Ireland right now, and I see there's quite a few Irish artists who are pushing for that. But they would maybe be a bit further up the food chain, and I'm just thinking these people are probably using iPhones. They're probably drinking Coke in their spare time. Apple and Coke are just as bad, or probably way worse than Spotify. Apple use effective slavery in manufacturing their stuff. Coke have a history of murdering workers as they attempt to unionize. So, why are we just picking and choosing Spotify? All right, we're in a crusade against them now. So that's why I'm going to keep my music on Spotify, but also I'm going to focus on putting it up in different places. So Bandcamp, YouTube. I'm going to start doing a lot of kind of live sets and visualizers on YouTube. Um, but yeah, don't feel like there's obviously a lot of noise around the boycott Spotify now. But if you're an emerging artist, I would say don't feel pressure to, because we've all been placed in this double edged late stage capitalism sword where it's so amazing that we have access to create music in home studios. It's a professional quality, but then at the same time we have to deal with fucking ugly monopolies. So yeah, I just feel it depends on your situation. If you're getting your name out there, definitely don't be pulling your music off Spotify, because I can tell you from personal experience, it's a great place to meet new fans, and to get paid a percentage of a penny for every time someone streams your song.